So I know what to expect when I go to the grocery store or to the doctor or to buy a car because I've done those things. But what actually happens during a hypnosis session? Hi, my name is Austin Ray, and I'm a professional hypnotist, and I don't mind telling you exactly what goes on in a session with me. So let me give you a little bit of a rundown. First of all, you're going to come in and we're going to chat. We're just going to talk. Now, bring your best sense of patience to this part of the session because I'm going to ask you a lot of questions and you're going to know the answers, but chances are the answers that you have are just feelings. And because no one has ever really asked you these questions before, you haven't taken the time to put your feelings into words. And sometimes that takes a little bit of thought and a little bit of effort. So I keep asking the questions, digging in deeper and deeper to really discover what it is from the hypnotic session that you really want. After that, we'll use some kind of a hypnotic induction. And an induction is a technique that we use to really get you into a hypnotic trance. Now, there are many, many kinds of inductions and many, many ways for me to do this. And so during our chat, I'll be listening to you and I'll be deciding exactly what kind of induction I think you'll respond to best by the personality that I'm, also watching sitting in front of me and describing what they want from the session. So the chat really serves multiple things and I get multiple kinds of information out of it. After we get a nice induction going and we get you into a hypnotic trance, a lot of times I'll really then at that point use a more active style of hypnosis. And what I mean by active style is I'll bring you up, I'll emerge you, and then put you back down again. And so you come up and down. And sometimes I'll ask you a question and I'll have you do something specific to keep you engaged in the hypnotic process. It's an active style of hypnosis. And that's very useful to both of us to really get deeper and deeper. And one of the things that you're going to discover is the more and more that you come up and then go back down, every time you go down, the deeper you will go every single time. And that's because it just seems very, very natural. And you start to trust the process and you just go deeper and deeper and deeper into trance. There will also be an imagination part. All change takes place from imagination. All ideas are born from imagination. They first live in someone's idea, someone's head, someone's imagination. The lead pencil did not create itself. Someone had an idea. And then they had to decide how to build the best lead pencil. And then they did. And now there are lead pencils everywhere. But at first, the lead pencil was an idea in someone's imagination. Even the habit that you will come to me to work on started off in your imagination. You first imagined it. You thought, what would it be like to do this? Or you saw someone else doing it and you imagined what it would be like to do it with them or to be like them. You imagined some kind of connection with that person or that place or that thing to give you a certain feeling. And you imagined that it would be good. And now it will be changed by the very thing that created it, your imagination. Now, people use their imagination all the time. Some people hear sounds and they imagine using their sounds. Musicians do this a lot. Some people see pictures. Artists do this a lot. Some people don't hear anything. Some people don't see anything, but they have a feeling, a knowing. Their imagination comes from a feeling and a knowingness. And then some people do all three. However your imagination works best is how we will work with it together to create the change that you want. And then finally, the last step is what we call emerging. And that's when I'll bring you back into a completely waking state where you'll be safely sent home but still in that wonderful state of constant, beautiful, wonderful change that will continue to happen long after you get off of line with me. Oh, and at some point, probably in the beginning, I'll charge your credit card. That was probably the first step. Whatever you do, it's going to be right.